Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm going to give you a happy Valentine's Day a little bit early. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today we are going to be doing a quick bell ringer. Well, it's kind of quick, not really quick. The first thing that we're going to go over, though, is our medical terms that we're going to be learning in the next few days. So let me share my screen for that. All right, so it's going to be prefix with their meaning. Ambi means both. Aniso means unequal. Dice means bad, painful, or difficult. Eu means good or normal. Hetero means different. Homo means the same. So let's take a second to go over the prefix and some examples. Ambi, ambidextrous. That means being able to use both sides, right? So when we look at ambidextrous or ambi, it means both. Being able, I've always heard that ambidextrous means that you can write with your left and your right hand. All right. Anisoscoria. Dice or dysphoria. Euthanasia. Heterogeneous. Homo, homogeneous. Now, one of the things that I want to point out is that I've been doing things a little bit differently. I've been making Quizlets because it's more interactive that way. And you click the link and it brings you to a Quizlet. If you're having any issues with that, please reach out to me and let me know so we can fix it, or I can find another way to do the assignment. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is a critical thinking question. And I'm not just going to speak it, I'm going to actually put it up so we can read it together. Okay, we're going to make it a little bit bigger here. Maybe not that big. There we go. The critical thinking question. Okay, we're going to take it slow and we're going to kind of think it through. Tom is receiving radiation therapy for cancer. During the very first week of therapy, he receives 5 treatments. Let's remember that. During the first week, he receives 5 treatments. During the second week, he receives 3 treatments. First week, 5, second week, 3. What code would be used to report the treatments during the second week of therapy? Would the answer change if only 2 treatments were administered that week? Okay, let's recap before we move to the next slide. So the first week of therapy, he has 5 treatments. During the second week, he has 3 treatments. What we need to decide is, would the code changed if he had only this 2 on the second week? So let's look. So how would we begin to code this? So let's do some mapping. We're going to go to radiation. Then we're going to go to radiation therapy. And then we're going to go to weekly. And that tells us the code is 77247. Now, we're not stopping there, right? Because we always code 2 ways. So on page 563 of your CPT is where you're going to find code 77247. And let's read what it says. It says, radiation treatment management, 5 treatments. Now, if we go back up and we look, we're looking for the code for the second week of therapy, which means he had 3 treatments. So we're looking for the code for 3 treatments. All right. We're going to look at our guidelines in the CPT that are found on page 562 to 563. And remember, if things seem complicated, then we're going to go slow because this is a little bit complicated. Remember, we're looking for the second week for 3 treatments. What's our code? Okay, so let's read our little guideline here. Radiation treatment management is reported in units of 5 fractions. Remember, the first week we had 5. Are treatment sessions, regardless of the actual time period in which the services are furnished. The services need not be furnished on consecutive days. Multiple fractions representing 2 or more treatment sessions furnished on the same day may be counted separately, as long as there has been a distinct break in therapy sessions. And the fractions are of the character usually furnished on different days. See, code 77427 is also reported if there are 3 or 4 fractions beyond a multiple of 5 at the end of the course of treatment. 1 or 2 fractions beyond a multiple of 5 at the end of a course of treatment are not reported separately. So what does that mean? That means that if we had 5, and then we have 3 more, which is 8, in a separate session, we're still going to use code 77427. So I'm going to read the discussion guideline, which is the answer to our critical thinking question. If there are 3 or more treatments delivered beyond the original 5, you're going to code 77427 to indicate the additional treatment. Therefore, Tom's second week of treatment would be reported using this code. Now, the part that we are going to answer now is, would the answer change if only 2 treatments were administered that week? If Tom had only 2 treatments during the second week, no code could be reported. If that sounds a little confusing to you, I want you to read the guideline and really think about what we talked about. It's all about the numbers. And sometimes for me, I can definitely overcomplicate the numbers. But I hope that this gave you some food for thought when you're looking at radiation, or if you choose that to be your career field, what it's going to entail. It's going to entail some numbers. So I think the only announcement that we have for this Monday is tomorrow. You have an exam on chapter 24. Reach out. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Have a great day. Remember, if those Quizlets give you a problem going forward, we don't have one today, but I believe that starts tomorrow. It does. It starts on day 5 with a Quizlet. So if you have any trouble with it, please let me know. Have a great day, guys. It's going to be a fantastic week this week. Bye.